So the most difficult thing, I think, was the start of the project. You kind of know what you're going to do, but you've got to do it. Will people be interested? It was on the risk register. Would people want to come? Well, they have.
We had paint peeling off the walls, there was lots of damp inside the church, and it just looked quite unloved.
Sometimes when you feel like you are a small congregation, you can persuade yourselves that things just aren't possible. So that's the first thing, is to say, just give it a go and see what happens.
Back in 2019, this church, which is Grade 2 star listed, if you went inside, it was dull, peeling paint, water damage coming down the walls, a rusty clock on the outside that had stopped many years ago. We consulted neighbours, we consulted the congregation, but they came back and they said, yes, you need kitchens and toilets, but you can't put them in a building that's so faded and jaded. As a result of that community engagement, we found that people had ideas about what we could do. So organisations came forward saying, actually, we'd love to use this space at the top of the town here where there really aren't any amenities like this.
So the heritage features are really key at the heart of the Discover Christchurch project, but we're using those heritage features to bring people in the community, do activities that they would like to see.
And that was the beauty of the National Lottery Heritage Fund grant, was that actually you wouldn't get those grants if you just went with a conservation project. You need to engage with the community.
So the hardest part of this project has been the co-production element, in that obviously co-production is very messy. We don't know what people are going to say, what to expect, and actually following through on that is really important as well, because actually we can say, yes, that sounds a great idea, but if we don't follow that up, don't follow that through, people will actually lose interest, lose engagement.
Physically, the church is transformed. So on the outside, you've got a gleaming clock, which just shines out that there's a life going on inside. If you come inside, we've just had the wall paintings restored, the nave walls are light and bright. We've also had new lighting, energy efficient, adjustable lighting. You're coming into a space that's completely lifted. During the consultation, we found that there were things that we didn't know were there. And through the project, we've been exploring those. So there's a graffiti wall behind the organ, which has got hundreds of names of former choir boys and the deputy organ blower and all sorts of people. So we found that. In the cellar, leaning up against some tiles, were 2 panels of a stained glass window, Tree of Life design. And it turns out that window used to be in the tower. We also found that Christchurch School holds these boxes of school inspection records going back to the 1870s. But they've also got 1970s photographs, and people have been reconnecting over those photographs. So box of records that we didn't even know existed, and those have come to light. People have thoroughly enjoyed exploring them.
What's been really lovely is it feels like there's been a mutual blessing for the community and the church family, because the church family just love seeing the church as a space, as a building, be used, and for the community to come in and enjoy it, and spend time here, and get to see what we're all about. And equally, the community, we've been able to reach out and do new things with our primary school. We've now got links with the secondary school, and we're growing links left, right and centre.
So my top tip for anybody looking to do this within their own church is to actually get out there and to listen to their community, actively hear what they're saying, what do people want, get them involved at very early stages. Don't presume what people might want in their communities, but actually open the doors, let people in, and let people be involved. It's their church, it's part of the community.
To see it in reality and hear the buzz of life in the church, people of different ages coming together, It's what the church is about. It's a secular project, but actually, it's really good for everybody.
Part of the church's mission and part of the gospel is to bless and to reach our community and to show our communities that they are very much loved and treasured. Yes, there is a secular element to it in terms of the building, but the wider perspective is actually enabling people to know that they are precious and that we care for them.